Yes, I want to welcome everybody to Black Maggot Media Show. I want to start by saluting everybody in your respective capacities, and I welcome you to Black Maggot Media Show. And our slogan here is the heartbeat of the sport, the heartbeat of the game. Yes, today we are talking Bruno Guimaraes, Christos Zolis in and Trossard, the Belgium international, out. We are going to explain more about this, and most importantly, Yuri Tielemans to Manchester United story. We're also going to talk about it. How are you doing? Smash the like button, comment, subscribe. If you are new here, please subscribe so that not to miss out on the next stories or the daily updates that we shall be bringing for you. According to the story of Christos Zolis to Arsenal, some people have been asking that why is it that this deal has taken time and yet Arsenal has already finished to agree personal terms with the player. The player is keen on a move, but the problem is the player has not yet been signed. We have not yet had a here we go from Fabrizio Romano. What is Fabrizio Romano telling us about this deal? Arsenal are waiting for Lisandro Trossard to give a final green light to Besiktas to bring a new winger. That is the update from Fabrizio Romano. And of course, Christos Zolis wants a move and put another proposal on hold to wait for Arsenal Football Club. And Morgan Rogers remains the top target in a separate move. What does this mean? This tells us that the signing of Christos Zolis does not affect the signing of Morgan Rogers. Whether Christos Zolis comes into the team of Arsenal, Morgan Rogers will still be the top target to be signed by Arsenal. Arsenal went and started talks with Christos Zolis, who plays for the Belgian side in a team known as Club Brugge. For those who have been watching Champions League matches, you saw how this guy really disturbed the team of Arsenal. And not only Arsenal, but to all other teams that participated in the competition, that was Champions League tournament last season, which was taken by PSG. Of course, they beat Arsenal in penalties, whereby one of the defenders of Arsenal kicked the ball up, and Eze also kicked the ball outside. Yes, Arsenal have agreed a deal of 20 million euros for Trossard exit with Besiktas. And recently, during World Cup, Besiktas sent the representatives to America to go and do a medical with Trossard, but the Belgium team did not give Trossard an excuse. They didn't give him time to go and do medicals. So one of the reasons as to why this deal has not yet been concluded, the reason why we have not had a here we go from this deal, one of the reasons is it is World Cup delay. But of course, France eliminated Belgium from the World Cup, and since Belgium was eliminated, it's now that Trossard is back. Trossard is now back to the camp, Arsenal's camp and is yet to decide his future. Arsenal are waiting for Trossard's exit, and Trossard has a right to decide for his future before he goes. He has given before he goes, he has to give Arsenal green light whether to sign Christos Zolis or to remain to play for Arsenal. But of course, there are also other teams in England that are really interested in this player. Talk of a team like West Ham. They are monitoring a player called Trossard. The coming in of Christos Zolis. Remember, this player is valued at 35 million euros. Meaning, if Arsenal receives the money from Besiktas, that's a 20 million euro fee, they will just have to top up about 15 million euros in order to go and sign in this player called Christos Zolis. Christos Zolis is not allowing any offers from any other team. This is it. When you have a player who really wants you as a team, that alone puts in a push to other players, to the team that the player is currently playing in. The team gets to know that we have to release this player in order for him to settle. Yes, that has been about Christos Zolis and the Trossard. Yes, now I want to talk about Bruno Guimaraes. We have been hearing about Bruno Guimaraes here and there, even when Brazil was still in the World Cup, before they were eliminated by this country of Odegaard, Norway. So Arsenal is determined to strengthen their squad before the new season begins. And Arteta was so clear in his speech that he wanted more creativity, more quality, and more depth if he is to compete for English Premier League title and finally conquer Europe. So what do we get from this? For a team like Arsenal to win trophies, there must be quality. Rotation is a must. For those other days where Arsenal has been coming in as the second frequently, and the Man City has taken trophies from them together with the Liverpool. Do you know the main reason as to why Arsenal failed to take up trophies? One of the reasons was squad depth, and it's the reason as to why Arteta wants creativity, more depth, and more quality. Apart from depth, there should be quality of players. Look at a team like PSG. You find a player who is in is almost equal to that one who is on bench. The same applies to Man City. So it's the reason as to why Arsenal wants Bruno Guimaraes. First of all, Bruno Guimaraes is a Brazilian international. He is valued, according to Newcastle, they are valuing him to be around between 65 million euros to 90 million euros. But remember, he is 28 years old and he's a Brazilian international. Last season he scored 9 goals and 6 assists. Yes, Arteta wants this deal to be accomplished this week because we are also tired of saying loading, second bid loading, third bid loading. Uh, according to speculations and the news, it seems Arsenal hasn't even had club-to-club talks with Newcastle about the deal of Bruno Guimaraes. Everything is just taking place behind the curtains. Although the first verbal bid of 55 million euros for Bruno Guimaraes was rejected, and then also the second bid of 65. The first was 55, and the second bid was 65 million euros. It was also rejected by Newcastle. And Newcastle is valuing their player to be between 65 to 90 million euros. This is what they need. How is, some people may ask, why is it that Arsenal is interested in this player who is even aged, is in his 30s? Why to pay 90 million euros for such a player? This player has the ability to win possession, dictate the tempo, deliver the pinpoint passes, and score spectacular goals. This makes him one of the elite midfielders in Europe. Leave alone these other upcoming midfielders. This one, you can imagine if Arsenal can convince Newcastle United to sign Bruno Guimaraes, then meaning Arsenal's midfield will feature Bruno Guimaraes, Declan Rice, and Martin Odegaard, which will be among the strongest in the world, in world football. And there will be a lot of rotation. Players will not get tired. There is Lewis Kelly, who also featured in a Champions League final towards the end of the season. He really played well. He showed us that we were misusing him. There is Zubimendi, who was signed last season. All those midfielders can be used, rotated one after the other. There is also Kai Havertz and Merino. All those are midfielders. Although Arsenal is looking at also Manu Kone, the French international. We saw what he did. He saw what France did. And also let's talk about the passing range of Bruno Guimaraes is exceptional. He is a player who has the ability to pass diagonal passes. Then he is able to maintain